Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's Friday morning. The weekend is here and it feels good right now this morning. It will be hot though. It was super hot yesterday. But either way, yeah, I've had a great week so far. I hope you can say the same. Blessed and highly favored, guys. Blessed and highly favored. Thank you, Lord, for the awesome week. Although I would like some cooler weather. If we can get it in here, that'd be nice. But either way, as you see, guys, I got it loaded up. Got the SCL 1000 loaded up with the grapple. And I got the stump bucket on the other side. And the Walker 223. So we got some mowing to do this morning, you know, till lunch. We got about 5 or 6. I'm gonna text the customer too and see if they want their yard taken care of. Obviously it's dry and the grass is all but stopped growing, you know, especially those yards that aren't irrigated. But yeah, I wanted to get the SCL 1000, put it to work. First thing, I got a job. I got to grab a pile of brush. I'll get some footage of it. And I got another job later on in the morning where I got to rip out 4 dead boxwoods. Shouldn't be that hard. Short, nice and easy. Not sure what I'm going to charge on each of them, but I wouldn't be making money on each of those jobs. At the end of the day, after lunch, once we get done mowing, my friends Emery Smith that bought me the attachments I mentioned before, you know, I'll be working over, you know, at their new property beside their house here in Auburn. Getting some work done there for them. Yeah, I'm not charging, by the way. They insisted they'd pay me, but I'm like, I can't charge you for that. I mean, y'all know how much these things cost that they bought me. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting to work on that, getting some work done in the front yard there, getting some stuff done. Not sure if I'll get any footage over there, but I'll definitely get some footage of me grabbing that pile of brush and ripping those boxwoods out of the ground, just so you'll see. Yeah, I love the Ray had a term for it. The grapple, the clam grapple. There's going to be a lot of things I can do with it, raking with it. I actually talked to a lady yesterday about taking some bushes out, some shrubs out at her house this fall. So yeah, I'm getting more and more jobs lined up for this machine to do, guys. So really looking forward to it. I've got it. I know y'all mentioned, you know, strapping it down with chains. I don't have the chains I need necessarily, so I got the straps down, you know, over the attachment here and the back end. I got the back end strapped down here, as you can see in the corners. So yeah, y'all, yeah, we got it strapped down the best we can. It should be fine. It's not going nowhere. So either way, yeah, it's not a heavy machine, super heavy machine, right? So should be fine, but I will be getting some chains in. And I like the ratchet straps that Ray mentioned to me. He sent me a link for the speed head or whatever he called. I forget the name of it. But either way, hope y'all doing well, guys. Hey, I got to get on the road, get some gas. I need to get this filled up with some diesel and then get to the gas station, pick up my guy and gas up the mower. See you soon. Hey everyone, y'all just saw me get some clips there, the SCL 1000, loading up the bundles of firewood. So yeah, I got an order yesterday for 70 bundles. I think I might have mentioned it in the first clip earlier this morning, but yeah, just knocked that out, guys. And I tell you, the SCL 1000, it's useful. I couldn't really back up my truck close to where I got the bundles at, so I thought I'd just bring it, take a pallet, load the pallet up, and use the SCL 1000 to transport the bundles to my truck. And that's exactly what I did, and made it a whole lot faster for sure. So yeah, y'all saw that last clip there. I just almost made it without dropping any bundles off. I was just a little unsure of myself when I was trying to back up the forks off the truck there and cause those to fall off. But not a big deal. I'm learning. Don't even have 10 hours yet on the machine. I think I got like 8 hours on the machine there. But it's going to come in handy, guys, especially with the firewood. 70 bundles times $5.50. That's what I sell them at East for. $385. I'll be delivering tomorrow morning. So I figure I go ahead and load it up. I also got to take my Walker T23 to get the seat switch taken care of that I mentioned before. The seat switch acting up. So they're going to check it out, do what they got to do there. But all in all, I'm slowly but surely getting the hang of it, guys. So I got some clips. Be using the grapple. And one thing I'm noticing, and I'm curious if the other models like the Bobcat MT100 is the same way. So when I'm using the grapple, obviously the auxiliary, the hydraulics come into play. So to open it up, I got to push one of the buttons to open it up. The same lever, the same handle that I use to lift the arms up and down. The auxiliary's on. So one thing I'm getting the hang of it, like I said, but it's shutting off on occasion when I don't do it right. So when I press the button to open it up, and it's the same way to close it, when I press it to open or close, I got to press that same button again, I guess, to turn the hydraulics off, because if I don't, it'll make the machine shut off. I kind of assumed when I got it that I wouldn't have to worry about pressing it essentially twice to keep it from shutting off. So is there something I'm doing there, or is that pretty common when it comes to these machines? So yeah, basically, I press the auxiliary button to open it up, and as soon as it opens up all the way, I gotta press it again to keep it from shutting off. And the same goes for when I close it. When I clamp down, once it clamps down, I gotta press that button that I used to clamp down again to keep it from shutting off. So I don't know if that's standard or if that's just how it is with SCL 1000. I'm assuming it has something to do with hydraulics not shutting off, and I gotta press that button to do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting the hang of that. That was just something I noticed. It's taking me a little while to get used to, and making sure that I do without the machine shutting off. I think you'll see some clips there early on where it did do that, where I didn't shut it off in time, and it caused the machine to bog down and shut off. So yeah, not sure about that, but yeah, not a big deal. I get the hang of it with more experience, more practice. Like I was telling my man Ray in the comments the other day, hey, experience matters, and he knows about it as well, using his big skid. Same thing, but I feel like I'm catching on pretty quick. There's a lot of applications I can use with the grapple, especially obviously grabbing stuff. It's going to come into play, processing firewood and lifting logs and all that kind of thing. But I'll be able to use it basically to rake, and I did do that today at Emery Samantha's new house beside the one they live at now, where I used it to rake the ground and lift, rake that debris into piles, and then latch onto it and put it in the big pile that I had there at the house. But yeah, y'all, I had a carrying experience. The lady that Emery Samantha bought the house from, they told me that she was a little bit different. Just picture the typical, and I don't like to get in politics like some people do on their channel, but picture the typical white liberal Karen, that loves nature, a little bit older, that kind of thing, that kind of attitude. Well, that's what I experienced today. So she came out there, she didn't have any idea we were going to be at the house, even though Emery Samantha owned the house. They've already bought it from her. She's just leasing it. She'll be there till the 30th of September. But she wasn't expecting me to be there apparently today doing work, and she came out and was kind of mean and nasty. so to speak. Just that typical, you know, white liberal Karen type. You know how they can be. Y'all seen the clips, but yeah, Miss Samantha ended up having to come out. We took care of it. Cooler heads prevailed. She was pretty ugly, not Samantha, but the other lady. To Miss Samantha, I didn't appreciate that. But yeah, Miss Samantha, she don't take no crap. She was like, look, end of the day, we own the property. You're not gonna be here much longer. Chad, you finish what you're gonna do. And that's exactly what I did. I got a lot of work there done. Looks a lot better. And still have a good bit more to do. They're the people that bought the attachments for me. Emery even said that he wanted to pay me for doing the work, but I was like, you know, I can't do that, you know what I mean? But they give me a big Christmas bonus. I told Miss Samantha, I was like, look, you ain't gotta worry about paying me. Just don't forget me that big Christmas bonus you've been giving me the last few years. Obviously, I'm assuming that we're gonna do it, so I was just kind of kidding around. I'm sure they will, but either way, those are great people there. Appreciate them, again, for buying those attachments for me. And again, guys, hey, I'm learning. Y'all saw it lifting. That was 30 bundles. I'm not sure how much that weighs on the pallet there with the forks. So yeah, that SCL 1000, man, it can lift a lot of weight for the size that it is. Get a lot of work done. Slowly but surely, like I said, I'm getting the hang of it, guys. So yeah, with experience, with practice, that'll definitely be the case. I'll just get better and better at it, and I've got jobs lined up, you know, for sure throughout the fall and the winter. Looking forward to really using that the stump grinder for sure.